Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we've dived into the 1992 action thrill ride that is, of course, The Divine Enforcer.
The Divine Enforcer.
Oh my god, those credits, I loved them. They were amazing.
I did the voiceover again.
I was very confused with the movie preview.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I thought
that-
it was
that movie
part
looked
of the
cool,
movie,
didn't it?
so I was afraid to fast forward.
That
through
was
it.
so damn weird. What about the guy playing his fly?
It just got weirder
Yeah.
and weirder and
'Cause
weirder.
I'm like, well, this
the
isn't
longer
an
it went
actual
on.
movie, so
Yeah,
it has to be part of this
we gotta
movie.
find
But
that
then
movie.
it wasn't part of this movie,
What
and
the
it was
fuck?
so
It's a
and
bizarre.
it was
movie,
like
isn't it?
the voiceover sounded like one of those old like CD infomercial things,
Mhm.
like act
Yeah.
now and get all the classics of the 70s.
This was like that spend 12 cents and get 32 CDs sent to you kind of like
Yeah.
I thought it was some MLM scheme that I was watching brought to life.
It's like the old BMI, or was it
Yeah,
What was it?
BMI.
Not BMI, that's body mass index.
No.
That's exactly what it was.
No, BMI music.
BMG.
BMG. You get the little stickers, you put them on
Yeah,
there, and you get the
exactly.
CDs.
Official then.
When you get the first 12 CDs for a penny, but then it's like $37 a CD after that.
And that's
They
why
don't
you
tell you
change your
that.
address.
But
What are they going to do? They're not going to come after you for 12 CDs. Like they're just not.
yeah.
So we're back, guys. Spiv, Lost in Germany.
Mhm.
Seattle, actually.
Yeah.
Same thing. Who cares? He's not coming back. He's
Same
probably just never coming back. But that's okay. Because this week we watched The Divine Enforcer, which was a Patreon pick
Mhm.
from Jesse Majors, Magers,
Force majeure.
Hesse Magers. How do you say that? How do you say his name? Magers. How would you
Magers.
pronounce that? Magers?
Magers.
Magers? Okay. And their picture is a waterfall.
Maggers? Oh, it's Magers.
Because Jesse is a very fluid person.
Just
Much
oozing
like-
fluid everywhere.
The beautiful waterfalls, which encompasses their profile picture. This vodka is hard, son. Holy shit. I feel like I'm rambling
I was
incoherently.
You're rambling a little.
Fluid like
like
Mother
you guys-
Nature and
This is
waterfalls.
ridiculous. The fact that you guys, if we're ever in a boat ride and it crashes and we're sinking in the ocean, you guys aren't going to save me. I'm
no.
sinking
Wow.
here and no one is like even extending it.
Because it's so much more entertaining to let you just go.
No, it's not. AJ
It
gets
is.
mad. AJ gets
get
mad.
mad.
Rebecca starts playing Squirtle or whatever on her phone. Aaron starts writing his fucking memoirs, and I'm over here talking to myself.
I'm not writing anything.
Whatever, you write stuff all the time. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, I was supposed to tell you something before the show, and I forgot, and I'm not going to remember after the show, and I can't
What
do it
is
now
it?
because you guys will get pissed.
Just message it.
I'll message it to you, which I'm never going to do. Anyways, tonight we're talking about the Divine Enforcer. AJ, what is it about?
A new priest is brought to a parish in Los Angeles.
Knock, knock, motherfuckers.
David.
A gruesome killer is on the lam.
I like
Give me your
food.
blood.
Is he really a vampire? Will this priest successfully turn vigilante? Find out in the religious, Republican, misogynistic ethics that is the Divine Enforcer 1992.
From 2024.
Crucifix to the chest.
Do you have faith?
Rated R.
Because you gotta have faith.
There's a lot of reasons this movie's rated R.
Yeah.
I really want to talk about them.
I don't
We're
know
going
why.
to
I'm in
tonight.
school, and sometimes I think about people are gonna die, and then the squirrels were in the trees, and then I think about death.
Aaron, don't outshine the actress who's 45 and playing a 19-year-old, okay?
Yeah.
It's hard to play a
Come on,
19-year-old
that
when
is
you're
hard.
45.
Who's also playing a 6-year-old with her stuffed animals, but
Yeah.
then she's in her
We'll get into it.
lacy negligee. with the priest.
Fantasizing about Father Daniel.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we all just admit we
I love
we
you.
all
Who wouldn't?
fantasize a little bit
on.
about Father
I love
Daniel.
you.
his eyes, his piercing blue eyes. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Piercing, all right.
Ugh.
All right. Well, that was a good plot synopsis there, AJ. Were you drinking a soda?
yeah, I got a Coke, classic.
Coke at
Nice.
8:40 at night? You
Is
fucking
Why
it,
not?
is it
Hard
the,
liquor
is it the
at
Mexican
8:40 at
kind
night.
with the real sugar?
I'm up at 5 a.m., man. I'm not gonna drink.
Costco has the Mexican kind now.
I'm
You
up
can
at
get-
5
It
a.m.
says
It's really
original
good.
taste. I don't know. Is that
Mhm.
fake?
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's-
you fell
that-
for it.
That looks
Such a
like
sucker. A
yeah.
sucker's born every minute. Am I right, guys?
Original taste would have
And-
cocaine in it.
I don't know where.
Right.
It's AJ.
Those were the days.
Those were the days when I could get meth and cocaine in my soda. Now,
Wash it all down with some.
but
Valium.
AJ, in reality, if you wanted cocaine or meth or anything, you could literally go out on your street.
Oh, yeah.
You live in that godforsaken
I mean,
hellhole
I've
that
walked
is
outside and there's
Harrisburg.
been meth
That's a-
addicts like
yeah,
in the alley
exactly.
just laying there.
Exactly.
The worst
So-
part is that when the police walk up to him and they're like, giving him a hard talk, "Get yourself together, young man." I'm like, dude.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, that's really gonna solve the
How'd
worst
I know, an
problems.
gotta-
officer?
You got to do this if you want people to get it together.
Yeah, when I witnessed that, I just was like, oh my fucking god.
All right. It's time to move on.
Uh,
Get up in the history hole for 1992. Aaron, make it so.
Holy God, that's really creepy.
Wow.
Has anybody got any cereal?
Some cornflakes.
Cornflakes, perhaps?
Cornflakes and blood.
I've got a
It's breakfast of
hankering
champions.
for some cornflakes. All right, so this movie, The Divine Enforcer from 1992, was released on May 7th, 1992. Some other May 1992 films are Split Second.
Ooh.
I love that movie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Poison Ivy. Lethal Weapon 3.
Wait, we talking about
And I know. We just watched the movie from May.
Yeah.
What did we watch? That was from
Same ones.
1992.
What? Not last week. The week
Brain
before. I
Dead
think.
was 1992, right?
I think
See
so, yeah.
people.
Oh
See
yeah,
People?
See
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, that's
So
what it was.
it's all the same movies. It's from the same month as that. Sister Act.
Mm.
Not a whole lot to talk about there. Yeah, so it has some alternate titles in the United States. The working title was The Confessional, which I kind of like, although
Yeah,
it sounds like
It
a bad
fits.
movie.
It
Yeah.
It's
fits.
not bad.
Yep.
Dude, that like artwork though, if you took the ski mask guy off
Mhm.
and the
It's
stupid
great.
title off, like it's
Mhm.
fucking great.
It is
It's
great.
way better than anything in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
It's, like,
artwork
creative.
is awesome. There was also this
Yeah.
one, which I didn't think was quite as good.
Yeah, not as
Yeah,
good.
that's very
Yeah.
like Miami
Yeah, that's
Vice.
not as great.
Yeah.
You know?
That
Yeah.
looks like that Richard Grieco movie. That's not
Just-
actually bad.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
What's that movie called?
What's that?
The one AJ likes so much from like the 80s.
that narrows it
Oh,
down.
You know what
the
I'm
one
talking
with the
about?
sawmill.
The one where he's
Yeah,
drunk and sleazy.
Dude, that movie's fucking awesome. What is it called? Night Shift?
No, never mind.
Graveyard Shift.
No, never
What,
mind.
the Stephen King thing?
No,
No,
he's
isn't it?
just he's lost his mind.
Oh, that's
I was
my
thinking
mind.
if looks could kill, but I was completely wrong.
Oh.
What? Is that Stephen? I don't know.
I didn't say Stephen King. You're just putting words in my mouth.
I guess I am.
Oh my god. Okay, our director for this movie was Robert Rundle. He made films like Cybernator, which I think we covered before,
Yeah.
and Run Like Hell.
Run Like
Oh
Hell,
my
AJ.
God, Run Like
Was
Hell.
Zadar-
Really?
most
That's why
perverted-
Zadar's in this.
Yeah,
Dude, Run Like
Mm-hmm.
Hell is it's something. Remember the end of that movie? That gun?
yeah, but
Damn.
AJ, that's the thing. So Run Like Hell was after this movie, I believe.
Wow.
Like he just gets worse. But there's a movie there's a movie in between that like has no cover artwork on IMDb, something about vampires that we need to watch.
I'm glad we didn't do
Vampire
Run
Hunter
Like
is
Hell
what it's
on here because everyone would have hated it because it's like 90% just naked women running around in a prison.
It is somehow worse than worse production
It
wise.
was very
everything
seedy.
to this.
Yeah, it
Really?
yeah, like
Yeah.
Rob versus Zadar is like a prison like warden, and he's in there with these women, and he's just like beating them, and they're naked. I'm like, this is really fucking dark.
Oh,
Like, it's like
God.
real.
That
It's like
sounds
you know,
terrible.
it's like
Yeah, it's the way it's shot feels gross. But
it
I
feels
do want
really
to see.
seedy.
I do want to see his movie in between this and that one called Vampire Hunter from 1994.
I bet that's
starring
pretty
Linnea
cool.
Quigley.
That
Like
does
the
sound-
action
Anyone
stuff
has
is
that,
good.
send it to us.
Yeah,
Yeah, the action stuff in Run Like Hell was. Remember that
Yeah.
whole scene where they're like the whole camera crew was there and shit.
yeah. In the
Like,
background,
on screen, like
They had
the boom guy was like part of the
they had
set.
a
It
fight
was ridiculous.
sequence, and the camera pans. There's like 8 people from the film crew standing.
There's,
there.
like,
no
standing there.
way.
Yeah. And you can see their vehicles in the background. They don't care.
It's so sloppy.
That
It's
sounds
like
really
fuck
messed up.
it. Just
Yeah.
It's pretty
just
amazing.
go with it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So we had 3 writers for this film. One was the director. We also have Randall Frakes, not to be confused with Jonathan Frakes, but he's done things like visual effects for Escape from New York.
Okay.
And he was the writer for
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
Comes to Frogtown.
What? How would 3 people take to write this shit?
That's what I
Yes.
was wondering.
I
Some
don't
pours
know.
the drinks, and the other. I
They
don't
just
know.
Or-
get drunk, start talking, and one writes down.
Is it
the
more like
notes,
it's
but-
like
Or
like-
just the script started out as one thing, and then they
Yeah,
just brought on a
it
new
goes to
writer
someone
to do
else.
a rewrite, and then another
makes
guy
more
to do a
sense.
rewrite.
That
kind
makes
of
more
thing.
sense.
The other writer is Tanya York, who wrote this movie, Frogtown 2 and Making Baby.
Making baby,
Making Baby.
just a baby.
Just making baby.
Okay.
I like Macon Blair. He's a good actor. And
Good
director.
actor.
He's a good director too.
That's so fucking random. Okay.
Well, no, Macon. You said I wasn't really paying attention, so I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
I kinda just
So
jumped
okay, we have some actors in this film. We have Jan Michael Vincent as Father Thomas. We have Eric Estrada as Monsignor, which is ridiculous. We
in.
have Robert Zadar in this
suburban
thing.
Pope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a bunch of people like that. You know, lower quality B movie stars. Honestly, that's really about it. There's not a whole lot available about this. Like, I can't find anything with budget or like really where it was filmed or anything of that nature. Yeah.
It seems very low budget.
It's
Yeah.
quite low budget, yeah. So that's about it.
And it feels like Eric Estrada is the biggest star of this thing, but he doesn't leave the seat of that dining room.
He just sits in the dining room and
Once.
smokes cigars.
Yeah, there
Jan
was
Michael,
one.
yeah, he gets up and he leans over to.
but he's still in the room. Like,
yeah,
he's still,
Yeah.
They
but,
filmed that all those
Jan
sequences.
Jan
It was
Michael
when the-
Vincent never stands up.
It's probably his dining room. It's like, look, I'll be in your fucking movie, but I'm not leaving my dining room.
They
Just want to
filmed
sit
all
here and
those
read my
scenes
paper.
back to back in like
Well,
20
he
minutes.
got up when he did the confession.
But we never see him stand. We
That's
never
true.
see him stand. They probably because
He was
that-
stand.
propped up.
that confessional is obviously like built out of cardboard. They probably just moved it around his seat at the kitchen table.
Oh man.
all right. Aaron, was that your history hole?
That's really all I got for this one. There's not much available.
All right, then let's move on. I saw some requests in Slack for this, so here we go.
Oh my.
Patreon. Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Patreon.
Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. I need to do some more musical bumpers.
It's classic.
It's a classic. All right. Divine Enforcer. AJ, what did you think of the Divine Enforcer?
I liked it. I hate to admit it, but it was definitely kind of like something I feel like we would have watched on like the YouTube show, like
I'm sorry. I
quality.
didn't know that. I'm
And it's
sorry.
funny, I
Say that
didn't
again.
realize it was like the same guy that did Run Like Hell, but that makes a lot of sense, especially with Robert Zadar being in it. But it was ridiculous. Like everything from the fight sequences to the terrible acting to the terrible writing. I had a fun time with it. I never got bored with it. Yeah, I generally thought it was something else. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Aaron, what did you think?
I mean, this movie is pretty much trash and whatnot. But the bad guy in this movie was just fucking stole the show.
He was having fun.
He was having so much fun as that character. He's so creepy. I was in it when he was in the scenes. I liked it. I think Jan Michael Vincent was fine too. Like he was fun in it. It's all the ancillary characters that are just kind of stupid. I really don't know. I don't even remember what the point of the story was. And the ending is just like, okay, like, we got a twist, sort of, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's not really for me, but I did like some parts of it.
Lindsay.
I love this movie. It was so much fun to watch. It has everything you want in a good bad movie. It's got the crazy over the top villain, the bad fight scenes, the bad dialogue, shot terribly. Just oh my god, that was my favorite thing in the whole movie. Just out of nowhere.
That was a great
Bam!
fucking scene.
It was so good. It was amazing. No,
was
I loved
awesome.
this movie. It was so much fun. I'd heard about this movie previously, but I had not seen it yet. So I was very excited when we got it on the wheel. But no, this one, a lot of fun.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I thought this was a lot of fun too. The characters are weird and
Why is he standing like that?
the fight scenes are so choreographed. Like you could almost see them like counting it out in
Was
their
his
head.
shit bloody before
But
he
they're
got hit with the
still
knife?
so fun to watch.
I have no
And
idea.
It's just it's just ridiculous and a good time.
I have two minds about this movie. I think this would be a lot of fun with a group of people. for
Yes,
sure.
that would have helped. That would have helped a lot.
I think two things kind of rubbed me the wrong way when I was watching it, and I watched it on like a Sunday morning, and I was like tired. I was like,
That was instead of church. You watched this.
So I was like,
movie.
should I go to
Divine
church or should I
Enforcer.
watch Divine Enforcer? I watched Divine Enforcer, but I felt like there was just too much molestation, and like this guy seemed to
Yeah, that's
enjoy
fair.
like
Yeah.
it too much, and it was gross, and it happened
Oh, yeah,
every
it's
time.
gross.
So
And it didn't really play into what he was about otherwise.
it made no
Yeah,
sense.
there was a little bit of transphobia too in the beginning.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll get to
yeah.
that too. So like
I don't
all
know
the
about that.
dirty molestation kind of turned me off. But when you got out of that stuff, anytime people were talking, it was horrible in the best ways. Anytime there was action, it was horrible in the best ways.
Yeah,
There's some good lines in this movie. The main guy, I don't know what the fuck is going on with him.
What is he on?
I don't know.
Every time they show his eyes, his pupils are like pinholes,
Yeah,
just constantly.
I'm not sure he's human. Lindsay. I would. He might be an angel or something. I don't know. He might actually be God, but he
possible.
is. I've never seen this guy before.
No,
Mm-mm.
He's
Is
like
this his only
14
movie?
feet. He's like 6'5" or something because he towers above everyone
Mhm.
else.
Yeah.
But like, I think the main downfall, besides all the molestation for me, is there's a lot of scenes where it's like just nonstop talking. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, we're not even doing anything. Like in this.
That's I think where I was getting that kind of vampire cop flashbacks where it's just kind of like
Mm.
nothing happening.
hmm
And it was
Like the
just
bad
badly
guy
filmed,
just,
lighting's
like,
bad.
standing in his creeper den, like talking for a while, molesting.
he was so
talking.
not into the
No,
when
he
he-
was. That's the
Oh
problem.
yes, I know. I'm not, but I don't mean that part. I mean like when he's getting the cornflakes and the skull head,
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
he's making his blood
Yeah.
beer and egg smoothie.
That was
let's get a little bit of Joel D.
It
Wanku
was
vibes
so
with him.
gross.
But why?
And then he made her
Why?
drink it.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I didn't even at the movie opened. I didn't know what he was doing.
No,
because
I
they
thought he
showed,
was
like,
Yeah,
it
giving
looks
her
like a
confusing.
needle, but it's got like a screwdriver head on it or something.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I don't know what this is. It's not clear. They
He's
still
pull-
show you that?
Yeah, he's like pulling out instead of
Yeah.
injecting.
He's
But it's easy
trying-
to miss that.
He looks like Gary Busey there.
He's got some Busey vibes going on.
You see a meatloaf.
But
Oh, I can see the meatloaf too. Yeah.
I didn't see the meatloaf. I'll take on a closer inspection. I'll
And
inspect
I
the
would
meatloaf.
do anything for blood.
It's pretty good, Aaron. But I
That's
did
pretty
like
good.
the marble or granite. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's high end.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
transition
Oh, yeah.
at the opening.
Oh my
Aaron.
God.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's
like
PowerPoint.
VHS tapes. No,
It's
like on
PowerPoint.
VHS tape.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a Prism release, I think.
yeah.
Oh.
Look at that sweet embossing on that.
That's pretty
dark
sweet.
Marble.
Wow.
It's fancy.
I mean, marble was a rage for quite a while.
So, okay. I don't even know how you start talking about this movie. Like,
I guess we should
and
set the
nothing.
premise.
It's so
Yeah.
everything
Random.
about this
It's
is
so
dumb.
weird.
Yeah.
Just random.
We should premise this. So this priest is brought in Los Angeles. He's like the new parish because the other
Mhm.
one had left or like couldn't take the danger.
There's
of
so
being
much
in this-
crime
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
stuff going on
Oh,
and
it's
gangs
a
and
bad neighborhood.
drugs
Oh.
and all
But
this.
really,
kind of
it's just
stuff.
some crazy guy right
But they're
around who
in
thinks
the
he's a vampire.
suburbs.
Yeah, and they're in the suburbs.
Yeah, I had a question
Living in
about
a
that.
house.
Is that house supposed to be the church?
I think it's
Connected
supposed
to
to
the
be like
church?
the house for the priest, like next
No,
door.
It's priestaganda, is what it is. You know,
It's
it's
what?
priestaganda, propaganda for priests.
Oh.
Wait, okay. Well, because I was confused
Because
because
she's supposed to be
Yeah.
she's a nun technically.
She's a nun.
What?
She's a
Well,
nun.
she's
Get
not a
the shit
nun.
outta here.
No, look,
No,
she has
she's
to
just
be,
like a housekeeper.
She's
No,
the cleaning
no,
lady.
She has to be because she was working in the church when he was there. She
Doesn't
works
mean
the
she's a
church.
nun.
She's
Yes,
not a
it was.
nun.
She's
Lots of
a
people
nun.
work at churches
No.
that aren't.
The problem is
Why-
they dress her
okay,
not to look
Hold
like
on,
a
hold
nun,
on, hold on. Yeah.
which she
Why
isn't.
do we? Why
This
don't
is
we
what I'm
think she's a
saying.
nun? Please elaborate.
Nuns don't
What?
use that much hairspray.
No.
Right.
Yes, but a man making a movie with a nun would.
I'm with AJ.
Is what I'm saying.
I
That's what
don't
he's
think
saying.
that's right at all.
Yeah.
It was
Is she-
very
she
weird.
undercover?
It was
Well,
very
let me-
weird.
Yes, and what priest has a maid that dresses scantily
Erica Strada. That's who.
in Los Angeles?
Honestly, this is for the best because all these like priests and popes like this are just child molesters, and he's not.
Well,
He's
this
got
is
like a sexy
You know-
like whatever
Mhm.
house helper.
It's interesting you say that
whatever.
because there's a scene where he gets kind of interrogated by the priest from his old parish, and he's like, "They're going to find out what you're
Yeah,
doing."
and you're
And
gonna
then
have to
we're-
move again. Yeah.
And I'm like,
this has so much weird context.
no.
So much weird
I know, this is what I'm
context.
saying, but this is what's happening. But it's
That's-
worse than that.
Oh my god. Yeah. No,
Holy
okay,
shit.
so it opens with Eric Estrada, the lead Monsieur, or whatever the fuck that is.
Monsignor.
Monsignor
Yeah.
living in a shitty suburban house with a blonde woman who looks all
And then,
done up, who's
She's
supposedly
not a nun.
a nun.
well, then she's their maid.
None of it makes sense, Eric.
Why would she be
None
a
of it.
maid? Why would they have a maid?
Because she is. She just is.
Dude,
What kind of money do you think she's making?
Someone
AJ.
has to take care of the house.
The only thing they wash are other people's feet.
What do you think they're paying her to be a
Well,
maid?
The thing of it is, it's like
Prayers.
when we made movies in high school. When
Sure.
we made that contract, and we're like,
Mhm.
we're gonna have assassins, but it's just like whatever we have. We're gonna
No, I
shoot in
get
my
that.
mom's dining
I
room.
get that.
Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying, like,
Yeah.
in a
That's what it feels
realistic
like.
world setting, it makes no sense.
This is not
nonsense.
bad. Def- That's
He
an
broke that
awesome
guy's
arm
fucking
break.
arm for real.
It was great.
It's not bad, the fight scenes.
No,
Like,
he's got
That's what I'm
skill.
saying.
He's got
Yeah.
martial
Yeah.
arts skills.
I
Legitimately.
thought that with the shootout scenes, too.
Chris, did you see what he did to that guy's arm?
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna do to your arm on Saturday.
You already have done that.
Oh,
That was the
It'll be a
moment
repeat.
that things changed for me in this movie because that
Mhm.
opening fight scene was fun, but when he like broke his arm and the bone shot out, I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh,
Yeah.
we're next level."
Oh yeah.
definitely.
doesn't really go much further past
No.
that, though, unfortunately.
No, and I wish there was more sequences like that because we did have like the mobster thing, but it kind of tapered out near the end of the movie, and I was kind of surprised with how they ended it. I
Because
thought
then
there
we
was gonna
get
be
down
more
to
of a-
just the one bad guy,
climactic.
so there's
Yeah.
not the.
Where's him taking down the whole organization? That's what we wanted. You know? What
Well,
I mean?
because that wasn't the main goal. Because in the paper there was always two different stories that they talked about. There was like the
Mhm.
local crime, gangs, drugs, and stuff, and then secondary was this murderer.
Okay.
And so he's there to like clean up the streets because it's a bad neighborhood. But then he's like, oh, there's this serial killer thing going on. So that's the main bad guy.
Where'd they get the guy from that like Mormon Housewives show? Like, what is his role in this movie? Do you see the blonde dude? He looks like that dude from the
Which
guy
one
with-
guy?
The other
Uh,
priest.
No, the one bad guy.
In the Zadar fight?
Oh,
That guy?
Yeah, the
Oh.
guy with the blonde hair.
From Die Hard?
Oh yeah.
He's like the guy who has like 8 wives or whatever.
yeah.
What's this Mormon show you're watching?
I don't know. I was
Sister Wives.
Sister, I don't know.
Sister
Stop watching
Wives.
TV.
It's called Sister Wives, and you
You're
guys
watching
like,
this?
I
I don't watch
actively
it.
am gonna spend my
Oh my
life
God.
watching
I
Sister
did not.
Wives.
Not
Sounds like-
personally.
The thing about that scene though that I didn't like is you got Robert Zadar and you have Jim Brown, and you only get that little section of the movie
Yeah.
with them in it, and they're kind of wasted. They're kind of wasted, especially Jim Brown.
I expected more Zadar action.
I thought
Mhm.
Robert Zadar looked really good in this movie.
He did.
Yeah, he did look good.
Mhm.
When,
He looked
when was
healthy.
this? Well, you said they did what's it called afterwards, which makes sense because it looked awful in that
Well,
fucking
there
movie.
we go.
Yeah.
But I wanted a showdown between Robert Zadar and the Divine Enforcer, like the end battle. I wanted
Yeah,
a
we
good
needed a good end battle.
martial arts sequence because we've said it. Like this Divine Enforcer dude, like he's got some martial arts skills.
Yeah.
But this always happens when you have a bad guy who's like an old fat. Speed kind of overcame it in some
Yeah.
ways,
Mhm.
where like
Yeah.
it wasn't about. It was more of the mental prowess, a lot going on there,
Mhm.
and overcoming. And Jigsaw does that kind of thing.
It was good versus evil.
Yeah, but when you have a movie where the lead character's skills is martial arts and kicking ass, you want the climactic moment to be a martial
be
arts
a-
fight,
That's
I
true.
mean, yeah.
and not like
Yeah.
him stabbing like a 50-year-old overweight dude.
It's like a Van Damme. It's like a
The
Van
the
Damme
power
movie.
of Christ.
Yeah, it was very non-climactic.
Compels you.
I was disappointed in it.
It'd be
And
like
then
a Van Damme movie ending with like them playing chess. And
He
you're
like follows him
I
out
don't
and-
want to see this.
Or
What
just
the
like
hell?
talking their problems out and
Right.
like
Yeah.
fighting it out or something,
Yeah.
which actually might
Odd.
be
Just
uplifting
really
in
odd.
some ways.
Can we
I think
talk
that's the
about his
problem.
weapons?
Oh yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about his letter openers.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
They don't look very sharp
No, they're probably
at all.
They're probably
but
actually
with the power of
letter
Christ.
openers.
And
Yeah, it's all about having God behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God's gonna
and,
open your letter.
crucifix throwing stars.
I mean it was pretty cool. I would have
It
I would have
was.
loved some like holy water mixed in there and
Mm.
stuff, but we didn't get any of that.
Mm-mm.
This is why, to me, religion makes no sense because
This
how
is
can you
why.
have this guy who like goes out and like kills bad people
Mhm.
because like I thought God has a plan, so like wouldn't God take care of that?
With
But it's
him.
all a paradox, and then
Well,
it's like,
he's the
oh, but
plan.
I'm the
Works
He
in
is the plan.
mysterious ways.
I'm the
Yes.
plan. But how do you know you're the plan?
Right.
He knows it. Do you
Yes,
see
he
his
knows.
face?
Because
See, that's
God
bullshit.
told you you are.
Because
And
he's a
that's-
schizophrenic and God talks to him. You know?
Well, 'cause-
He
well, I
dresses
wasn't.
up as a priest.
I wasn't clear that he was having like visions of the future until
Yeah,
the
the talk.
girl is introduced way late in the
Yeah,
movie.
that's fair.
Mhm.
Because like when he's talking to in confession, everyone that comes to confess to him confesses to serious crimes and just
Yeah.
awful shit. And the one guy is talking to him about going to Jesse's club, and the priest is like, "Oh, you mean the Pink Pussycat?" I'm like, "How the fuck you know that?" He just
Especially
knows
since he
right
just
away.
moved to
He just
town.
moved there. He's like it's nothing. Like, "Oh, you mean
He
the
read the
Pink
scripts.
Pussycat Club?" But that whole thing, I didn't understand how he knew that until she came in and they introduced the whole seeing of the future, whatever. So it was very confusing.
He
Yeah.
has visions
Yeah.
of what will be or possibly be,
Mhm.
but then he also has visions. Like at one point, a guy comes in.
Well, Father, I don't know how to say this, but well, to dress up as a woman. You know, makeup and everything. Was it a sin, Father?
Are you homosexual?
No, no, Father. I'm a married man.
What was the point of that?
I don't know.
Mm.
He had a whole vision of like, oh, what if he looked like a woman?
They use
And
that
then his
same
eyes
shot. It's the same exact frame every time he has the
Every
fucking vision.
fucking
Uh-huh.
There's also
With those
scenes.
fucking beady little eyes.
There's like a scene where he gets to her house in the middle of the night, and then he walks in the room. It's like fucking daylight blasting through. Like there's no continuity of the day and night in this movie at all.
That's true, AJ. You're right. There's like so many
ridiculous.
times where it's like
And it makes
And-
no sense.
can't tell when days have passed. Or,
No.
The other thing is, I don't see the father. Is it Daniel? Father Daniel?
Mhm.
He doesn't seem like a good guy. He seems like a horror movie villain.
I think he kind of is a bad
Yeah,
guy.
I
thought there was
Just the
gonna be
way
some
he
twist.
behaves. and-
Yeah.
Wait, which
I thought
one's
there was
Father
gonna be a
Daniel?
twist with
Lee
him.
character?
Yeah, the
the guy that gets
divine
killed-
enforcer.
Yeah.
He's like an anti-hero, right?
I don't know. He
I
just
mean,
gives
you
off
can
psycho
have-
vibes.
You can have that character.
Is he actually really a priest?
Well,
Well,
okay, but he looks. Granted, he looks creepy in some ways, but he never does anything inappropriate.
No, that's
That
true.
you've
No.
seen.
And they
Well-
set him
well-
up for it.
It'll come out years later.
But the thing is, there's a scene with him and Eric Estrada
And they'll just move him somewhere.
where
Okay.
I think it's the first time, one of the first times the girl comes and tells him, like she sees this killer and he's, you know, she can't see his face, but he's doing these awful things. And he goes to Eric Estrada like, hey, I have this weird confession. He's like, no, you can't break that sacred vow of sharing a confession. And I'm like, but you can go murder people, you know,
yeah.
you can go kill
Murdering-
people indiscriminately.
For the Lord,
Sure.
though.
I
Lindsay.
know,
Yeah.
but
In the
it
name
just
of
seems
God.
like he'll take
It's-
this little vow
it's
seriously.
why
but
religion-
not
Have you
this
not heard of the
one.
It's why these
Crusades?
religions are bullshit, because you can just twist it in any way that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes no
justify
sense to me.
It
all
makes
of it.
no
You
sense.
can justify it.
God
Like the
told me
one,
I should
I
have
like
your
the
ice cream.
confession. I like the confession where the guy comes in and gives like very intricate details about a mob meetup.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's at the
What?
dock.
Yeah,
This
it's
dock
be
at this
this
time.
and
Yeah.
this time.
That was cool.
let's check
That
it
was
out.
Cool.
I got myself mixed up in this nasty charade. We're dealing with this guy Hidona. We are expecting a $15 million shipment of pure cocaine tonight at 9:15 at the old docks down on San Pedro. The place is heavily guarded by the mob.
That is frightening.
It's heavily guarded.
Dude, if I went into confession, I'd be like, I don't even know what I confessed to. I don't even think I've ever really done anything
I'm not
that bad.
confessing to shit.
I'd be like,
No.
I don't know. I thought about like I downloaded some stuff on torrent, like that I didn't want to pay for, like some movie.
Go to hell.
I coveted my neighbor's wife because I saw her and I was like, she's pretty hot. Does that count? Like, is that what
Yeah,
coveting
that's
your
not
neighbor's?
That's all forgivable. if
I think
you're
coveting
mixed up.
takes it a little bit further than that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I've ever
No,
done.
I think coveted is just like wanting something that doesn't.
Yeah.
belong
Yeah,
to you.
exactly. So I'm like,
Yeah, but there's a difference between appreciating something and actually
Coveting it?
wanting it. Yeah, right.
no,
No, I don't think
No.
so.
I don't appreciate like a hot my neighbor's
appreciate
hot
that
wife in her
hot-
yoga pants. I think she's hot. Like I don't know. I guess I don't know what you want me to
Does that mean
say. Is that coveting?
I don't
know.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
it
just
is.
want to do her.
I guess if you have lustful thoughts against her,
I mean,
then
maybe
yeah.
if you're-
I have
Definition-
lustful thoughts.
You must
Yeah.
be
The
Yeah.
definition
Okay.
of covet is
Yeah,
yearn to possess or have.
Oh,
There you go.
Exactly.
I yearn. I have lustful thoughts, Aaron. I've coveted thy
Yeah.
neighbor's wife.
Yeah, and you have
It's
to
not.
repent.
To desire,
do-
to
Repent.
crave, to want,
Repent to the good book.
Do 10 Hail Marys and call me in the morning.
to
That's
fancy.
ba-
That's the
Well,
beautiful thing
basically
about
it.
it.
Instructions
All these people-
unclear. Got my football.
All these people going in this confession are like the most elaborate shit. Like, I
Oh,
robbed
it's
the gas
crazy.
station and then I shot a guy and
Yeah,
then
it's-
I
it's
went home and I
never
fucked his
anything
wife and then we
innocent.
went back and now
It's
I've
that,
committed
like-
perjury and
Well, it's a bad neighborhood, Chris.
it's a bad neighborhood.
It's Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Hereford.
Ouch.
Can we all just admit here on the show we've all coveted thy neighbor's wife at one point?
Sure.
I have,
Or
yeah.
husband. We've all seen somebody and been like, they're attractive. That's
It's
so
human
stupid.
nature.
It's human nature.
Exactly.
It is
That's
human
the problem.
nature.
That's why it's wrong, Chris, and that's why religion's here.
Yeah. God
control
created
you.
man in
I
his
have
image.
never-
Man is
I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I've
Wrong.
never
Men
felt
get
guilt
together.
about
What is
seeing
power,
like
okay?
a 35-year-old woman and being like, I think she's attractive.
You shouldn't. It's perfectly normal.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's biology.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm not going to church on Sunday. And you
Well,
can't
you're gonna
make
burn
me.
in hell. I mean, that's,
Oh no!
but
We'll see you there.
Just watch The Divine Enforcer again
All right.
Yeah, right.
every Sunday.
That counts.
All right.
That's just.
I
That's
got a
even
bunch.
better. It's
That
even
does
better.
count. All right. I got a bunch of clips
Church
here
of
that
Bad
all have
Movie Night.
audio. I got one called Three Men and a Little Audio. She is
God.
Brenda Buttoning. I got that as audio.
She's
What are
Brenda
these mean?
Buttoning.
Which one do you want? Three
Remember?
Men and a Little Audio or She is Brenda
I don't know.
Buttoning?
3 men and a little
Yeah.
audio.
Another victim claimed by the vampire of Los Angeles. A girl found an alley drained of blood. Skull.
He laughed.
All right. Now let's watch She is Brenda Buttoning.
Well, anyway, I went to this doctor and he informed me I was pregnant.
How old are you?
I'll be 19 in 5 months. Father, I was so addicted to the drugs, I didn't realize what I was doing.
She's 19.
She's 47.
She's been doing hard drugs.
Way older than
She's
me.
been through a lot. A
Doing
lot.
drugs, guys.
Really hard.
She does
drugs.
fentanyl. That stuff will fuck you up, Aaron. They got that every street in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
They have it everywhere. Everywhere. Make it
All
yourself.
right. There is some good lines. I think this is one of them.
Open the gates of hell. For I'm the right hand of God.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he had some
I
good
wrote
lines.
that one down. That
That's
was the best.
amazing.
I would have liked a few more, honestly, because there
Yeah,
were some
could
good
use more of them.
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so
We
many
need
that
good
could have
one-liners.
been.
Yeah. This was right for it.
Oh
One
my!
at the end.
Wait.
Go ahead, Lindsay.
When Jan Michael Vincent takes over his confession duties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And gets murdered.
Yes, but he's like sitting there normally listening to the guy, like, need to calm down. But then all of a sudden he'll just turn and scream, "Let me help you!" Like right in his face. It's very aggressive.
It is very aggressive priesting. I'll grant you that. But sometimes you need that. You know
Well,
what I mean?
because when after he's murdered, everyone's like, "Oh, he was just, everyone loved him and he was just the best priest and he helped everyone." And I just
Yeah.
imagine him out on the street screaming in people's faces, "Let me help you!"
Dude,
That's how it works when you have power. You could be an
I'm not gonna
asshole.
lie. So like becoming a priest just to be able to sit there and hear people confess dirty shit to you. That'd be kind of fun, right?
We should buy an old
You just
church.
sit there and write it down.
Yeah, I'd be like,
With a
what a
confession
fucking
booth?
weirdo. And like listen to some shit. Like
And
that'd be
just
fun.
Just blackmail people? Is that what you
Yeah.
do?
I would
Oh
black-
man,
no,
I'm sure
I
you'd
would-
hear a lot
I
of
don't
just awful.
I don't even want
just-
to
How do you
blackmail anyone.
Nasty
I just
condition
want to
Like
people
shit.
to be willing
You
to
write
share
a blog or
things like
something
that?
where you just put all the
I'd make a
There you go.
podcast.
have an
This is what
Exactly.
Instagram like
Chris.
post secrets.
Father Daniel's confessional.
You do it. Yeah, this is great. You do it. You do it.
Hey,
in a
this
very,
week, Bob
like,
Biscuit's back with another crazy adventure. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
You do a what, AJ?
What?
What'd you say? You do a
Oh,
what?
yeah. You should do a blog where you pretend to be a priest and confess, and have people confess to you.
I just need
Let's
to
see what
find
you
a
get.
real priest who hears confessions and have them come on to a podcast every week and tell me what.
Are they allowed to talk about their things they hear?
No.
Then?
No.
No.
How
Is
are
it
they
like
not?
Client
They don't take a
confidentiality.
Hippocratic oath. There's no HIPAA laws against that shit.
They're not
You
even
go in there and you say some
Chris,
shit.
Chris, wait. Hippocratic
go
oath
in there
and HIPAA
and-
are very different things.
Dude, this is like a glory hole for God, though. Like, there's no law here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you go in there and it's just a little screen. There could be a dick popping in, or you could be have a guy
my
talking
God.
to you. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying. There's no law. What?
Jesus Christ. You've gone too far, man.
Well, the bad guy goes in there completely naked at the end.
That's
Yes,
true.
that's
He's
I thought-
completely naked.
Yeah, what was that about? He's definitely
don't
just a
know.
drug addict. That's all he is.
He's mentally disturbed.
Yeah,
drug
he
addict
should
who
be
needs
getting medical
serious
help, but there's no
Yeah.
health care, so he's not going to.
Oh my god.
He's gonna
By
sit
the way,
in a
Glory Hole for
vampire.
God. That is a good title. I'm gonna.
That's a
go.
good
Oh my
album
God.
name.
Mhm.
Let's check this out.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give me the strength to end this. God forgives. God forgives. But I don't.
See, that makes me think he's a secret psychopath, especially
He's
with
a
the
total
with the
psychopath.
twist at the end.
Yeah, that was quite
He's
the
a
twist.
secret psychopath.
That is a good twist, though. I was like, what?
I think he's either Spiv, or he's like an angel or something sent down. Do you know what I mean?
I think
He's
he's
angel
just
death.
doing God's work.
crazy. He's
Yeah.
just
You
crazy.
think he's just crazy?
He's just
but
crazy.
But I don't care if you're crazy
See,
because he's
this is where
only
it
killing
needs, like-
people.
He
Like, he's
thinks
only-
he's an instrument of God.
They needed
But
like
he-
flashback scenes at the end there where it shows him like being a homeless guy who stumbles into this house, like goes in the closet and like puts on the clothes and just becomes like a
Sure,
priest.
but
That would have explained it.
I mean, everything you see in this movie, he never does anything inappropriate. He doesn't take advantage of the
No.
19-year-old, 45-year-old, or
Yeah.
anything who's clearly into him.
He murders a guy.
He stops
Clearly
three.
into him.
but they
He
were like
stops a purse snatcher.
raping a woman or something. Like
Yeah.
he kills people who more or less deserve it, right?
That's fair.
Or like stops an assault or something.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know.
But
It's like Batman.
but it's just
He's
at the
Batman.
end he's like
He's
God
Bruce Man.
God does
I'm
forgive,
God-Man.
but I don't. So he's like putting himself above God.
He's putting himself against.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
that's-
you can't
that's
do
how
that.
the
That's a
system
sin.
works.
Well, he said that he
I think
he
everybody
said something
does.
about being the right hand of God.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
that.
That was that. Yeah, that was
That
that, open the
line.
gates of hell.
Oh,
so
yeah. How do you
Yeah.
put yourself not above God?
I mean,
I don't know. I'm not religious.
have you ever been to the
Lindsay,
Midwest?
Lindsay, you're in the Midwest. How are you
That's
not religious?
basically all it is, right?
I
Like,
was raised Methodist, and then I'm like, this isn't for me.
yeah.
I got
Here's
to
the
grow
thing.
up and make my own decision. I said, this isn't for me.
I was raised nothing, but my parents act like they're Christians or something, and I
Well,
don't
that's-
know anything because I
that's
never
the-
really
It
went
tends
to church
be
or
a
anything.
real
That's
big
the art of
thing
being a
around
Christian.
us, like putting on that facade of
Yeah.
it's all about the facade.
Oh.
going to church. And
Oh no, I'm a
Bec-
minor. Yeah, most people here are very churchy. Very there's
Yep.
a lot of fundamentalist
Yeah.
Christian
like people
groups
will
here.
say like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, we'll pray
What's the-
for you," but it's
yeah.
like you've never been to church in your life.
There's a lot
so
more,
Or read the book.
way more
or-
extremism in Christianity than people realize in their backyards. If they just
Oh,
Oh, there's
yes.
tons of
like
it.
next level,
yes.
especially in the Midwest, like
I,
next level.
Oh
I
yeah,
always
I
get
could tell you
really-
some stories.
I get really disappointed when my kids like have a friend and I meet their parents. I'm like, oh, they seem cool, and then like I learn they go to church every
Which
Sunday.
church
and
do you go to? Oh,
Mhm.
fuck.
Yeah, I think it's pretty common
I'm
now.
like, I guess I can't
And
like.
it's like
There's nothing
I
wrong with it.
I also know a lot of people that go to church every Sunday and
That
they're
are good people.
perfectly normal,
Yeah.
good
Right.
Sure.
Right.
people.
True.
You know,
Right.
True.
it's just
You got to understand
That
a
is
lot
true.
of people. That's like where they find their community.
yeah,
that's where
and
they
it's just
find
it's just
people,
what they
you know?
do. It's part of it's
Yeah.
just part of their
it's
life.
the people that make it their like
Identity.
Mhm.
right, right,
Yes. Or
and
or
no
that's
one
like-
else can have any different.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like being a
ideas.
vegan, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
not being an asshole about it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
It's very hard
I think
for
it's
them
just.
to do.
I think it's just anything with extremes.
Right.
They
People
don't
go
we-
extremes
they
and
don't
they're really
weaponize
bad.
their faith. They don't weaponize their faith.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think I
Unlike this
have any
guy.
extremes though. Like,
Weaponized Faith. That would have been a cool name for this movie.
Ooh.
Too.
Oh, that would have been good too.
That's our new
This is-
band, Chris. Weaponized
dude, this
Faith.
movie is like Evangel Fist.
Glory hole
like
for
we
God.
came up years ago and we never even made it, but it reminds me of that idea.
This
Okay,
movie
hold
had
on.
some great music too.
Yeah, it
Although-
did.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Lindsay,
The
God,
credit-
no fucking
Yeah,
Lindsay.
it
this
did.
The
music's
credit
awful.
song was great.
There's
Have
some
that
great-
music video.
Yeah,
There's
that
some great
was-
stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, that was fun.
It
And
was
then
very
you talk
tone
about
setting.
at
Tone setting.
At a strip club.
the
Oh.
Pussycat or whatever.
I will play the music video, but I wanted to say this because I think that this movie doesn't capitalize on its idea enough. Like Dead Alive did for that moment where it had the priest and he's like, I kick ass for the Lord, and like
Yeah, that was
embraces
great,
that whole
yeah.
silliness of this whole
Yeah.
thing. But also, like, the sincerity involved in some of this is what makes it funny.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I don't think they capitalize on the idea of, like, well, you're not with God, or, you know what I mean? They could have
Right.
done certain
More-
things
more
that
with
tied
it.
it more into the, like, religious doctrine or something. But let's check out the music video.
Have you here with me? I wish that I was by your side. My heart jumps when I think about you.
Like, what does
Not
that
bad.
have to do with the strip club?
That's they knew someone who had a burgeoning music career, and
Yeah.
and one of them wanted to sleep with her or order a favor, and was like, "I'll put your
Covet,
music in my
The
movie."
backup dancers were so
What
bad.
to covet her. I didn't think the music was that bad. Like, she wasn't that bad.
No, she wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's like a little Paula Abdul look thing going on.
Paula Abdul mixed with Madonna sounding,
Yeah.
and I was like
Yeah.
on board because I like that style of synth and stuff back in the day. It was
Yeah, it's good
nostalgic for
stuff.
me. I liked it.
It's like a little prayer, Chris.
Dude, fucking
Down on the knees.
some
Want to take you there.
80s and early 90s Madonna
Whoa.
is so fucking good. I don't care.
It
what
is.
It
Great
is very
shit.
good, very good
90s
stuff.
Madonna.
Mhm.
She just canceled her
Just
tour.
not
I
compared.
saw.
She did.
Yeah, she's
She
sick.
looks very unhealthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, she
man.
does.
She's like
She has a
bunch
lot of
stuff to her.
Who fucking
fillers
doesn't though?
and-
Why are we passing judgment? I look awful.
No,
No,
I looked
but
at
I-
myself the other day. I'm like, Jesus.
I feel
Christ.
bad for people that feel like they have to like do all these modifications to
Yeah.
maintain
Oh,
themselves.
Like, just
Yeah.
age naturally
Mhm.
and
Right.
be done with it.
Yeah, I don't even
Embrace
know
it.
why. Why do we even do that anymore? Because fucking they can de-age everyone like they did Harrison Ford. So why?
They did, and it looked really good too.
Yeah.
It was
So I just
surprising.
feel like just fucking de-age me. I'm not gonna do anything in real life. I'm gonna be drunk over here doing fentanyl in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Chris, but you got to take the Hippocratic oath about HIPAA.
I'm not taking any oath. I can't hold up to this. It's too much pressure. I would not take an oath.
Mm-mm.
Like, I don't think I'm good for anything. Let's check out this
Good for anything.
and see.
Where's Father Daniel?
I don't know. But his bed wasn't slept in last night.
Hello, my name is Father Daniel.
There, she looks right
Father
at the
Daniel.
camera, breaking the fourth wall.
Well, I got
That's
a
how you
question for
maneuver
you
it.
guys. Because I feel like for me, what makes these kind of movies is its sincerity, but is it self-aware?
It
Do they
is.
kn-
Oh, very
Do you
much.
think
Yes.
this is self-aware?
At
Come on.
It's hard
parts,
to tell.
it is hard to tell because some of the acting is so bad.
Yeah, but the whole like the bad guy with the cereal bowl and stuff like he knew what he was doing there.
Oh
It
yeah,
wasn't
he was
silly.
having a
Mhm.
blast.
Right.
So, but like
And-
during the action scenes and stuff, do they think it's like, let's do this good, or is
Yeah.
it, let's make it silly?
Yeah, they do a pretty good job with them. I think they.
I
Try.
know they do.
Mhm.
I just what is their intention? I guess.
Just to make a movie.
A religious epic.
Because a lot of really bad movies that are fun to watch are ones that are like, we sincerely tried to make something really good.
A
and it's
passion
just
project.
So stupid.
Yeah.
And it's so silly because of how incompetent it is and how it doesn't reach what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have a movie that's like self-aware and trying to be bad, usually it doesn't work because you're like, okay, I know what you're doing. And I feel like this movie is a mix of both of those things. And that's where I struggle, where it's like, okay, you guys are aware that this is stupid,
I
but
think
it's still kind of funny. I don't know.
I think some of the people in it knew that it was kind of like a bit of a joke, but I think some people did not
Yeah, I think
take it
that's
that way.
fair.
I think
That's
they took
much
it.
true.
I think they took it completely. Some
Yeah,
of them took it
you have
completely
to.
seriously.
Like some of those actors definitely did.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Estrada was like, this is awful. I know it's an awful thing, so I'm not leaving this dining room.
I'm
Yeah,
not
one
even
day.
getting. I'm just gonna keep eating these eggs over and over again. And
That being said, I've worked on movies with Felissa Rose, and I always thought she was like awful. Oh, no offense, but she is legitimately trying to do.
Oh yeah,
something.
no, she is
She
great.
takes it seriously. She's not
Yes.
trying to ruin anybody's
Nope.
movie or like.
She
was
puts
great.
her
You were
all
there,
into it.
Lizzie.
Yeah, I was there. I saw.
And I was like super impressed with how like, and her attitude was great.
hmm
No,
No, she was. She was very nice.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like an asshole. But don't worry, I went to confession. That's what I talked about. Just kidding. I would never do that. AJ, what are your thoughts?
I like the movie. I want to see that other one that I was looking up his movies here, the vampire one you're talking about, but I don't think we're ever gonna find a copy of it.
Doesn't he have a fucking image on my?
I know there's nothing
Right.
online on the internet about it all. Yeah, but
Who was
yeah,
the-
I enjoyed it.
Who was the bad guy in this movie? Was he a named person? I didn't.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
I
Is
didn't
it-
recognize
something.
it.
As he goes for it.
He was great.
Don Stroud.
Don Stroud, yeah.
That sounds
Very
really, that
fast.
sounds familiar.
He was
Yeah,
in
it
License
is.
to Kill, Django Unchained. He's Sheriff
The
Bill
original?
Sharp.
Wow.
The new one.
Oh, the
So his whole thing is he was
2012.
mentally ill. He
Yeah.
had some sort of blood cancer, so he thought if he sucked the blood out of people, it would prolong his life. Is that what
He
was
told
happening?
some story because like he was sent to like his younger brother died or something. Was that the story? It was hard to hear a lot of
Yeah.
this because
Yeah,
the quality
it's
of the
terrible.
rip was really bad.
Yeah.
But and then talking about being sent to a mental institution. But yeah, I don't know. He just thinks he can gain other people's powers or strength by
Oh.
drinking other people's blood.
So
And
the
it's
bad
just-
guy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. The bad guy's most known for Dragnet. He's Captain Lucen in Dragnet.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
That's what his big.
He's in all sorts of
thing is.
TV shows, like a little bit of
Yeah.
MacGyver episodes, things like that.
I mean, that makes
Frogtown
sense.
2.
But I
O'Connor
know
Show 2.
I think there was a lot of exposition that you just
Mhm.
couldn't hear. If
I definitely
Yeah,
heard
there
something
was some
about like he had
audio
blood
issues.
cancer.
And
But-
the closed caption was in Spanish, so
Yeah.
that didn't help.
Yeah.
But he's known as the vampire of wherever because he's
LA.
been sucking the blood of these women. And
Mhm.
he's just
Yeah.
batshit insane when
He's talking to the
revealed
skull.
and then just murdered. The other thing I will say, the one thing that stuck out was the Divine Enforcer character. At one point, just like there's a guy he corners in a stairwell. The guy's out of bullets, and then he's just straight up murders him.
That's Jim
Mhm.
Brown, yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
what we saw in that Guy Pearce movie about justice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like that's
Messed
not that is murder. That's not like
No.
you're actively making that choice. God didn't make that choice,
Mhm.
right?
Unless you're delusional, you think God told you
That's
to.
why he's a secret psycho. He thinks he's good and everything, but he's a secret
You've
psycho.
heard of Secret Santa.
I mean, I'm
No.
a-
No, secret psycho.
I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me.
All right.
I don't
Anything
care
else
either. It's
with the
just I
Divine?
think he's a secret psycho.
I think that's probably the best theory. I don't know what you're actually supposed to think about it, but that seems like the best theory. All right. Anything else with the Divine Enforcer?
The only other thing was that it was getting to be where there was 10 minutes left in the movie, and I'm like, how are they going to wrap this up? They
Mhm.
did, kind of, but they left everything to the last minute.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like when there was 15 minutes left and he was just like straight on molesting this woman tied up to the chair, I was like, what the
Ugh.
fuck? Where's the
Yeah.
cool fight scene? When is this going to
Yeah.
happen?
Where's the cornflakes?
Then all of a sudden, like, while he's molesting, the camera like pans over and the Divine Enforcer's just standing there.
Standing
like,
there.
makes
Like,
no
how did he
fucking
know where
sense.
they were? And
No, it makes no sense. But
He had vision.
and then it was downhill. Like it didn't leave me satisfied. It didn't have that cool fight scene ending. So
I mean, it had a witchcraft kind of anticlimactic fight
Yeah,
scene.
that's a good comparison. Yeah.
but for how pervy this movie is and how molesty it is,
There
there's
was not
is
loud nudity.
really any nudity.
Mm-mm.
There's a
well,
little bit, I
in the
guess.
just-
first 10 minutes, there's like 6
That's where you got
boobs.
hit. Yeah.
Boobages.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Granted, it was the same woman's boobs 2 different times, and then another lady, but still, six boobs total.
But who's counting?
Six boobs.
6 boobs.
What if there was like 4.5?
Damn, that was my kind of
If
Sesame
that was
Street.
on Sesame Street, I would watch a lot more often. Anyways, AJ, would you
Sesame Street
recommend
After Dark.
Divine Enforcer?
Harrisburg.
Yeah, I think I'd recommend it. Like I said, this was like kind of like a weird gem in a way. It's such a weird storyline and premise, and I haven't really seen anything quite like it before. And it's right up the alley for like the kind of bad movie stuff that we enjoy and look for. So yeah, I'll recommend it.
Aaron.
I certainly didn't love it, but I did have fun talking about it. I think you nailed it earlier, Chris, when you said this would be a good one to watch with other people. I think that would add something to it that maybe I was missing. But overall, it's pretty entertaining.
Lindsay.
100%. Go watch it. Full
Love it.
recommendation.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend it too. I thought it was fun.
Only with friends. It's great with friends. By yourself, it's a little dirty, a little gross. It's still funny, but it's not going to be nearly as fun, I don't think. It reminds me
watch
of
it in the
that
shower?
Irish. What's that Irish movie that's schlocky? Lindsay will know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
Irish movie that's schlocky?
Yeah, we covered it on the show before. Not on the podcast, on some review show. But
Is
it's
it-
like
I
it's
don't
an
know. There's a
Irish
couple.
action fighting movie.
Oh, yeah. It's like a Van Damme ripoff thing.
Yeah, I forget what it's
Mhm.
called. But it reminds
I
me
know
of
which one
this.
you're talking about.
Fighting Irish.
Divine Enforcer.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Check it out.
It's one of those gems
It is.
that's like, yeah, this is really bad in the best kind of ways. All right. Any alternate titles?
I had one.
Oh
my God.
Father Dexter.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
what he is. Man, Dexter by the last 3 seasons, so
Has everyone watched
He's
the new
the
ones?
sloppiest serial
Are the new
killer.
ones good at all?
No.
I don't know. I haven't watched any of them.
Did you see when they made Dexter young and they put that stupid wig on him?
Oh my god.
At that point, it's like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the guy who decided that should be
What are they getting?
immediately fired.
What are they getting away with here?
They
It
were
is
like
so
trying
stupid.
to kill the show at that point.
They do that all the time though with
I
TV
know.
shows.
Shittiest low effort.
But as the actor, you have to be like, I don't know about this one, guys.
I'm young
This isn't
Dexter,
what I
got
look
this
like when
Just
I was
get a
younger.
child actor. What the fuck?
Get a different actor.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
How much younger was he supposed to be?
Like
He's like a
20 years
teenager.
younger than this?
Yeah, like
Jesus.
a teenager, and they just put like this bowl cut wig on him. It looks so stupid.
So
that-
bad.
And he's like, I'm young Michael C. Hall.
Oh my god.
TV shows still do
45
that
years
shit.
old, dude.
TV shows still do that shit.
I know, so stupid. All right, time to move on. Play a game. Here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of complete, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly questionable. Shall we play?
Alrighty. Let's talk Catholicism.
Yay.
About how many saints are there in Catholicism?
15. 15?
Now,
211.
47.
69.
666. No, there are about
Jesus
10,000.
Christ.
Wow, how do you celebrate them all?
Oh wow! You would have to have like they can't just have one day. They have to have a bunch.
Use basic math.
10,000.
But then
At
it
that
also
point-
said everybody that dies becomes a saint as well. So really, it's
Everyone
Yes.
who dies?
No, it's just a con.
Bullshit.
So it doesn't mean anything.
yeah. How many priests are there in the world?
Too many.
30,000.
70,000.
96,000.
Oh God, I don't want to know.
Well, you're about to. There are 415,348.
Now, how many of them have had inappropriate relationships? That's the question.
414,000.
Exactly.
Oh man.
What percent of the world
large.
population are Catholic?
30.
60. 60.
Now,
It's a
50.
lot. It's a lot.
but it's dying out, just like
Everything else.
everything else. That's a good question. I'm going to say
36%.
Well, South America is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to say 30%.
50.
It is
Oh, that's it?
17.7%.
Wow, I thought
Yeah.
it was bigger
Hell
than
yeah.
that.
What's the current net worth of the
Too much.
Catholic Church?
2 trillion.
400 billion.
A lot.
200 billion.
About 30 billion.
30 billion.
That's what they
Man,
publish.
even Putin
That's
has
what
more
they-
money than
That's
that.
what they say.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's known assets.
That's just their fund for the
What's their
child
fund?
molesters.
For,
Well, and
settlement,
I
for
saw-
settlements?
I saw a fact that said that their annual money out is
Mhm.
more than Apple's money in. But then you think a lot of the money out is just coming from the collection plates. That
Uh-huh.
so it's
Wow.
not like they are spending their money.
No.
Nope.
I'm sure there's other things like property and investments and
Oh yeah, because here we have Vatican
yeah,
City.
exactly.
Look at the Mormon
What's the
Church.
crime rate of Vatican City?
0.
Pretty high.
It's a holy land.
Pretty high, isn't it? I'm
Not
gonna
as
say,
nearly as
They
high
don't
as
publish
Harrisburg,
it.
is it a percentage? Is that what we're going with?
It's a percentage. Yep.
I'm gonna say 20%
Percentage of what?
of the
Seven?
population.
Per capita.
per
Okay.
capita, Aaron. If you are there, how much of a percentage are you likely
Well,
to be
I'm
victimized?
going to contribute at least a few.
Jesus, Aaron.
So it is 133.6.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
What the fuck
It
does
is-
that mean?
It means there's a lot of poverty. That's what
One
it
of-
means.
No, it means
Every
their-
person gets assaulted at
they're-
least once.
their
Oh,
population
By themselves.
is so low that they end up having more tourists than they
Oh, that's
have
right.
people that live there. So these people come in and commit all these crimes, and it
Okay.
ends up being higher than the population.
Interesting.
I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be the amount of fraud that organized religion does, and it's 133.
133.6%.
Yeah.
It broke the metric.
Giving her all you got there, buddy.
Which of these countries has the most Catholics?
Brazil.
The Philippines, France, or Spain?
Brazil.
Spain.
Well,
I
Brazil.
think
Spain.
Spain
Easily.
is
Spain.
slowly
Brazil's really
dwindling.
large. Spain's not as big as you think.
It is
Mom
Brazil. It has the
It is.
most Catholics in the world.
I'm not gonna lie, that fucking statue's pretty badass.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
huge.
Giant Jesus.
What country do all of the Pope's guards come from? Are they from Italy, Switzerland, Germany, or the Czech Republic?
Italy.
Czech Republic.
Switzerland.
Czech Republic.
Switzerland.
Craftsmanship. You go to Switzerland.
Their uniforms are
watches.
nuts.
Yeah.
They make watches.
They are from Switzerland. They're the Swiss
Fucking told
Guard,
ya.
and their uniforms were designed by Michelangelo.
Oh
AKA
damn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass,
The real
actually.
Jesus.
Bad at.
How
And a
often
cool
do they
Ninja
have to
Turtle.
engage with drunk tourists?
Sure, if we get in a battle with them, America will just drone them to death with bombs they'll never see. They'll be like in their cool armor and die immediately.
Oh, we'll just drone
But it's still
everybody
pretty
at that
cool.
point.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
America, though, you know, we're ready
Just
to
drop.
do some shit.
Not only will we drone them to death, we'll drone their families' houses.
Yeah, we'll drone their kids in front of them first.
We'll do that first,
slowly.
and then maybe
They
we'll
don't
kill
have
them.
kids.
Of course they don't.
They have to be
Them all.
single, male, and Swiss in order to be.
Sure.
in
How
the
many of them
Swiss
do you think
Guard.
are actually single male and Swiss? Though?
Dude, I think I've seen that movie. Single male Swiss female.
Male
or whatever.
Swiss?
Single Swiss male.
Female,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. It was a cool movie. All right. Thank you, Rebecca, for the game.
Yep.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppet. Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly pleasant. Shall we play?
All right. Spiff is not here, so I will read the listener feedback.
What?
You're not going to
Sorry.
go
Wrong
out and play
bumper.
the wrong bumper?
Yeah.
Wait,
That was the game.
But I was like,
Game
doesn't
time.
this come
Yeah.
before
Game time,
the game
baby.
in that
All right,
era?
We're
hold
doing
on.
it again.
I'm not gonna...
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so.
All
There
right,
you go.
that's all I'm doing.
Good enough.
I played the wrong bumper. I didn't even notice.
Sad vodka.
All right, here we go. Marilyn
Good shit you
Knepper,
got there.
1953 says, movie was fun. I was going to sign up for Shudder eventually, so nothing lost. Made me wonder, with
I
the kids
cancel?
in the last 20 minutes, what would happen if the kids from Monster Squad were an Italian movie? Zombie got nards. Dude, I haven't seen Monster Squad in like 20 years. I don't remember a goddamn thing about that movie. That was a good movie, if I recall, though, when I was a kid.
I haven't seen it. I
it,
remember
um,
nothing about it.
Unless
I
I'm
don't
thinking of a
remember
different
it
movie.
either.
Let me
No, I
look it
think
up.
I
I
remember
thought I had
which one
Howie
it was.
Mandel, but I think I'm thinking of a different movie now.
No, that's
Oh.
Little
Thinking-
Monsters.
That's
Yeah.
Little
Am I thinking of
Monsters.
Little Monsters? What is
Mhm.
Monsters?
That's the Fred.
Howie Mandel and,
Monster Squad is
Savage.
like a group
Fred
of
Savage.
kids, and there's like the Wolfman and Dracula and Frankenstein.
Dude, I don't know if
Yeah.
I've ever seen this. Now that I think of it.
possible.
We should watch it.
That's probably way too good.
It's got kid stuff, so no.
No, I like kids movies.
Since when? Last week you're like, I don't want to ever see another child in any movie ever again.
Well, that's
True.
Fuck you.
both of those things can be true, Aaron. Joe McDonald, 1346 says, "This was a fun movie. Hugo was good. It was a great 80s Italian vibe. The zombies were fun. What's not to like? Question mark.
It's fun.
Hugo Stiglitz.
Well, what's not to like? I feel like we answered last week, but I didn't get the 80s Italian vibe, and that's what I didn't like.
little bit, but it was very very sparse.
Mhm.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It's just I was disappointed.
Yeah, I think the trailer sold us on something that's how I felt, at least. I thought it was gonna be way better.
It was still fun though.
Which they always
Yeah,
do.
it's all right.
All right, David Black says the kissing was bizarre. It looked like it was choreographed by a Mormon or something. Alternate title: Fumbling Kisses and Zombie Bishes.
There you go.
Vicious.
Dr. Eldon Tyrell Rosen 926, who was a new patron, still hasn't sent me their request for the Patreon
Send the
wheel,
request.
says, I don't mind paying a few bucks, but is this available for free in English anywhere? And he used a lot of, what are those things called?
Quotes.
Emojis.
No, not emojis, the little half circle things.
Parentheses.
Parentheses.
Like half of the shit he
circle.
wrote or they
Half
wrote is in
circle?
parentheses, so I'm not even sure if you're supposed to read that or not.
That's I do that all the time too. It drives people nuts.
Yeah.
Because my thought is
Like
this
a s-
big, but I want to put it in a sentence.
Yeah, but like,
So
what
I
does
write
that
the
mean? He
short
says,
sentence and then bracket the rest.
but he put, okay, sorry, I keep saying he, I don't know if it's a he. They, parenthesis, I don't mind paying a few bucks, but, end of parenthesis, is this available for free?
Yeah.
Parenthesis, in English, parenthesis, anywhere.
Yeah,
that's
it's like
totally
he's
fine.
like air quoting it.
So I guess you could read it as, is this available for free anywhere? But then their personal
his
opinion
additional
is-
thoughts. Their
Yeah.
additional
Gotcha.
thoughts.
Yeah. Some people.
So
write
some
that
people like
way.
to do that to elaborate on what they're saying.
Okay. I find those parentheses
Some of us
very
do it way too
confusing
much.
to me.
Yeah.
All right. Taylor Ann says, have to look for some better horror from international places. There is a series of Stalked by My Doctor movies, which I want to get into.
That's fair.
Stalked by my doctor.
It's a Lifetime original.
There's also, I would like to note that Tubi has a lot of Italian horror on there now, like tons of titles. There'll be like 40 titles or something.
I just
should
hate
have
that
that
they.
before it goes
I
away.
hate that they edit
Yeah.
shit. It's like I just
Yeah.
want to see
Yeah.
the whole thing.
That
That's
that
true.
honestly has kind of turned me off from Tubi,
Yeah.
knowing that it could be edited in a way.
It's true.
Mhm.
But we can find the unedited.
Oh, we can find it.
We can find anything.
Find it all, EJ.
That's what we do.
Okay, let me
we
remove
do.
this movie. Was there something new I was supposed to add? I even put it in the thing. Did anyone remind me? No one fucking reminded
What, on
me.
the wheel?
Yeah.
Yes,
what am
there
I
was
supposed
an
to add?
there was an ad there.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's it
Patreon
called?
wheel.
What's
Patreon wheel. So
Mhm.
Wrestlers
I'm
versus
going there.
Zombies?
what is it?
Wrestlers versus
Wrestlers versus zombies.
Where'd you see that?
That was the pick.
Yeah, that was one of our patrons.
Okay.
New patrons added that, which I'm excited about because it has Roddy Piper in it.
Oh,
cool.
man.
Do we have Sean's on there? The 1990 Bronx Warriors.
I don't know. Do we?
No, but I remember him putting that on the Slack.
Yeah, he had that. He had that the other day. Sean added 1990 The Bronx Warriors from 1982.
God, I can't keep track of this. The only time I work on this is when we're live doing the podcast.
we should probably
We're
put
busy
energy into this
people.
off the.
What'd you say, AJ?
So we're busy people. It's all right.
Right?
Busy people. Lots
Making it
of stuff
happen.
going on. All right, I
Mhm.
added them, so now we're ready to share the wheel.
Do
'Cause this is.
Spin
the wheel.
I think Spiv is back. I know
wheel.
Ian's going to be joining.
I'll
at
be
some
gone
point.
next
I'm out.
week.
I'm out next week.
Jesus
Yeah, we're both
Christ,
gone next
people.
week.
Fuck on
But
us.
it's just next. It's just next.
It's just next week. I'm going to jail for a week and I'll be back. It's a short term. Should have
What
went
if
that
you don't come
fast.
back?
Should have went that fast.
All right, here we go.
What are we doing if it lands on chips?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch I fucked my doctor and now he killed me. The Lifetime original or whatever the fuck it's called. And if that's not a movie,
no
it should be.
chips. What do you got?
Oh,
Blood
shit.
Harvest.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Okay.
Tiny
Where's
Tim.
she coming out of?
Yeah.
His butt. He's shitting him out. Shitting her out.
No, he's
I guess.
holding her upside down.
You can't hold. Look at the left hand. It's like
Yeah,
on
the
her
knife
waist. There's
is
no way you
back.
can hold a person.
No, that's a
Hold
right
him like
hand.
this.
Yeah, that's how you break an arm, I believe.
You can't hold a person like that,
Look how
Aaron.
thin she is. You can totally do that.
One arm.
It's
Dude,
a little
I had a
awkward.
girlfriend
How thin.
in college. and I
She
could, like,
definitely wouldn't be that
juggle.
No,
straight up and down.
No.
That's like, okay, say she's 90 pounds. That's still 90 pounds in one arm.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that easily.
Well, she could be doing a head like holding
Yeah, she's holding
herself up a
herself.
little bit.
Aaron, I'm so
So he's
cool.
just
I
like-
can lift
No,
90
I'm
pounds
not.
in one
That's-
arm easily. No big deal. NBD
Not
up
anymore.
in here.
I was trying to explain the image. That's all.
Yeah, I don't think it's feasible.
Or he's like in mid drop. He's dropping her, and they
On
just
her head.
Maybe
caught
she's
it mid-drop.
falling and in the distance.
Mhm.
Blood Harvest
But the perspective doesn't show that.
1987.
She's giant.
Available on Tubi. Let's see if we have a trailer.
That's
for
the
this
best
thing.
explanation. Yeah.
And Sean said this
Couldn't
is
possibly
David's
use
pick.
one arm to hold 90
Who's?
pounds.
David
Must be
Black.
a giant.
Dava Black.
What the shit?
From 1987's Blood Harvest. Let's check out the trailer here. The movie is available on Tubi.
Oh my.
Oh,
Vindicrum's. Man, this might be a little bit too risque.
risky.
Yeah. Nice music. man.
Marvelous Merv.
Oh, I know
Whoa.
this movie. I know this movie. I'm mad. I'm gonna be gone now.
Well, you have to watch it anyway.
I will.
I don't know if I can do this music.
Actually, this is pretty good.
Happy to see me.
No, that's Tiny Tim.
It is Tiny Tim.
Marvelous Mervo.
Isn't he like a pervert or something? What did he do?
I don't.
I mean,
He's
he's
just
a clown,
creepy.
so
I thought he got like arrested. Or
I don't
something,
know.
right?
Tiny Tim. Isn't he
Have
the
fun
one
with the
that sings
clown movie,
Tiptoeing
everybody.
in the Daisies or whatever?
Tiptoe through the tulips.
By the way,
Me.
Biff has to watch about 15
Oh,
movies
okay.
so far for the end of the year.
I'm thinking of
Just
somebody
saying.
else. I don't think Tiny Tim did anything wrong.
No, he just people thought he looked creepy, and that's
Well,
why
he's
he
a
got,
clown.
he
And that
got
was what
that
was wrong.
reputation. Yeah.
I've heard of this movie before.
It's gonna happen, I guess.
Should be
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, and it wasn't available anywhere for a long time until they did that release, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's streaming anywhere.
Okay. Well, it is
Oh,
on
it's
Tubi.
Tubi. Okay.
So that is what we're watching next week. I don't know. Ian might be on the show. Spiv will be back. Rebecca and Lindsay are gone. AJ, are you gone too?
No, I'm
Yes.
here.
Oh,
What, next-
Rebecca's
AJ's
here.
gone.
Me and AJ.
AJ.
Ian does love creepy clowns, so this is a
There you
perfect
go.
I
movie
think
for
we're
him.
fine because Rebecca does the game and AJ and Lindsay don't do anything.
There you go.
Oh wait, no, AJ does the premise hole.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's just
he does the
me.
Doom.
Let
It's
let
just
Ian
me.
do the premise.
I
whole-
contribute nothing.
Dude, I've been doing that for like 30 years.
Got it down.
All right. That's what we're doing next week. I hope Rebecca and Lindsay. Wait, Rebecca's here.
I'm gonna be
AJ
here.
and Lindsay.
I will be here.
AJ's in prison.
Do you know us?
Look, the blueberry vodka. I hope Lindsay has a good vacation. AJ, I hope you don't get shanked, or hope you do, whatever you prefer.
We'll see what
One of
happens.
those. We'll see what happens. We're watching Blood Harvest from 1987, available on Tubi next week. If you enjoyed the show, go to the iTunes, leave a review. Bad Movie Night Show / Hold on, let me restart.
You're drunk on
Patreon.com.
blueberry vodka.
Pomegranate. You don't even remember
Pomegranate.
what the fuck you're drinking.
No, it was
Look.
blueberry vodka in pomegranate.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is like you're drinking Zima over there, and you're like, "Oh, I'm so
No.
fucked up."
It's straight vodka. What the fuck are you talking about? It's got blueberry
It's not straight
flavoring.
vodka. It has pomegranate juice.
Well, and I added a little bit of pomegranate juice, but not much.
It sounds pretty good.
It does sound
It's
very
delicious.
yummy.
It's delicious.
Hard to go wrong pomegranate.
All right, what was I saying? You guys threw me off. I
The
was
website.
100% on.
Check
Leave a
out
review,
bad-movie-night.com and leave a voicemail.
You know what? I understand why you're not going to go there, and so I'm not even going to bother telling you to go there. We're just going to end the show. And we'll catch you here next
Wow.
week. when we
Reverse
talk about
psychology. Don't
Blood
you dare
Harvest.
go to bad-movie-night.com
End the
and leave
show.
voicemail.
Oh, yeah, leave us a voicemail.
Actually,
just
leave us some voice AI voicemails.
yeah, do
It's
that,
fun.
too. It is fun. All right, guys, we'll catch you here next week when we talk about Blood Harvest. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. 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 We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.